good, my people? We are back again for another one on this year. The one and only Mystelics reaction. No, that's the wrong thing. Mystelics vlogs. Welcome to our Mystelics vlogs. Welcome back to all the people out and large, all the Mystelics family out and large, all over the world, guys. Definitely tuning in to this here vlog once again, guys. And to, of course, all the newcomers out there, out and large, guys. If you're new to this channel, I'm your boy Mystelics, and this is where I take my reactions, or not reactions, but views, on a number of things taking place where in Dominica and the Caribbean and the rest of the world by extension. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Definitely, with that said, subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can pretty much get all the videos as they come through right there and then, guys. Welcome. Welcome. By the way, guys, if all that's stated, I know a Mystelics family actually sent me this picture right there of a police vehicle, guys. And they're saying, how can police be driving their vehicle with one light and stuff? Guys, leave the police alone. They have no problems already, especially considering that the country hardly has money coming in to actually help the police department. I mean, Margaret said them people can't even fix their building, but only worry about the light. I know, I understand. If both lights are gone and things, I understand, guys. Yes, it can be a little, but leave the police alone, please. Leave the police alone, please. The police have no stress. Hey, like, they can't fix school, they can't do number of things, police station still at top, some all kind of thing happening, brothers and sisters. Leave the police alone. Some of you guys don't even have light at the back of your vehicle and you complaining about the police. I understand, guys. Yes, it is a good thing for them to have two lights. Yes, they need to put both lights, but considering how situations are going, guys, I mean, money is not flowing into these guys for them to be able to fix certain things. And I don't think that police should hold people accountable in this regard. If you don't have both lights at the back, then definitely that would be a problem. But what are your thoughts, guys? I'm just thinking realistically on this whole situation right there. But it's not their fault. Considering that money doesn't flow like it used to or should, it seems like it's mainly going at the top. It's kind of remind me of the whole situation involving the airlines, where the airlines went into some sort of situation where the economy was going down, especially during the whole Rona situation, and the airlines needed to get bailouts from the government because most of the money, guys, you might see water falling from my hair. I just washed my hair, and come on my face. Anyways, but most of the money seems to be going, 90% of that money seems to be going to the shareholders and people out there, and 10% is actually coming back. So when situations like this, you know, economy failing and this kind of things happen, they then seek government bailouts for them. That is pretty much the same kind of situation that seems to be happening in Dominica, where all the money seems to be staying at the top, where the top getting all kind of money to buy all kind of things, and the people are the ones who have to pay for it in taxes and so forth and so forth, while at the same time they're still getting money on the whole thing. This kind of situation that is happening in Dominica, we know things are not going as wonderful. What do you think we actually have to get the Rona solution for free, guys? Why do you think we have to get that for free? You never ask yourself that question. Because remember, guys, previously the government was speaking about working with PAO and the World Bank to get funds for them to get this stuff. And next thing, we're actually hearing that we are begging India for us to get donations of this Rona solution. So put things into perspective, guys. Put things into perspective. It's not their fault, okay? Anyways, guys, with that said, we are going to Antigua right there and then. Antigua apparently is caught up in this whole Rona situation, for which they have 10 new cases as of that of the 24th of February. That was yesterday, guys. And of course, a number of things have been happening. The most recent reports received by the Ministry of Health in Antigua, of course, and Ministry of Health, Wellness and Environment from the Mount St. John's Medical Center and the Caribbean Public Health Agency has revealed 10 new laboratory cases in Antigua and Barbuda as of Tuesday. Well, that was actually the 23rd, I should say, of 2021. Subsequent to the publication of the dashboard of Tuesday, the 23rd, with the cutoff time of 6 p.m., an additional 78 samples were, of course, processed by this company right there, Mount St. John's Medical Center, increasing the pending results from that of 226 to 300 right now. People are hoping that all 304 cases that are pending will come off as being negative. However, of the 78 samples that were processed, 68 were negative, and of course 10 was positive right there and then. Now, as a result of this whole situation right there, guys, the store in Antigua is closed. Well, not store, the supermarket, Chase Supermarket, has closed down after 3 staff members of theirs receive a positive for the Rona right there, guys. You can see this whole situation of the whole map up, which of course they have 399 cases. Like I said before, guys, they're actually trying to compete with St. Lucia, which I think St. Lucia is 700 or 800 or probably 1,000 right now. I don't know. I didn't check that statistics, but they are going up on the up and up. However, guys, I must be mentioned that this could have been as a result of a lot of false positive in this regard. But hey, who knows? There's a lot of secrets going on in this thing. But of course, we just have to see as time goes by. Chase Supermarket was closed today, which was yesterday. 3 employees tested, and at least 2 of the 3 employees are said to be in supervisory positions. That means that they were not in direct contact with customers, so that is a good thing, I guess, based off what is going on. And I guess that person that was actually in direct contact with customers, I guess they have to do contact tracing for these individuals. So with that said, guys, I guess in Antigua that is a situation taking place. Now, guys, you know how I feel about this whole Rona situation. Take it with a grain of salt and don't make yourself go crazy. Oh my God, we under attack. Stop your naughty ways, please. Anyways, guys, there's a situation that I actually mentioned. I think I mentioned that in the reaction video, I think, or in the previous vlog. I'm not sure. No, in the previous vlog, where I was talking about the Haitians, the 58 men, 11 women, and 1 baby, aka 70 Haitians that were on their way to Guadeloupe and were caught by the Guadeloupe authorities. People have to understand. People were saying, no, it's Dominica that stopped them. No, it's not Dominica that stopped them. Guadeloupe that apparently stopped them. Okay, guys, so keep that in mind right there. Anyways, guys, the French government is pretty much demanding that Scare's government, or aka Dominica government, must accept the Haitians now in custodial quarantine in Guadeloupe, guys. They have Dominican passports and everything. They need to go back to Dominica to quarantine. They can't be coming in Guadeloupe and want to... No! Anyways, this is what they are saying right there, guys. They're actually making an urgent appeal to the Attorney General, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the Police Commissioner to be transparent with the Dominica public on the matters relating to over 70 Haitians now in custody of the French authorities in Guadeloupe. Now, guys, I read this thing and I always find it interesting how a lot of Haitians tend to hop a boat and then dig out to go to Guadeloupe without no Coast Guard, nobody finding them. Yet still, we hear in the Coast Guard going around the island trying to prevent people from utilizing our backdoor culture by coming in backdoor into Dominica. So nobody seems to notice that a huge boat with a lot of people on it are heading out. What kind of Coast Guards we have? You never ask yourself that question, guys. How come all these Haitians are hopping a boat and heading out and we have Coast Guards circling Dominica? Nobody never asked themselves that question. Yet still they're trying to prevent people from utilizing the backdoor culture. I always found it interesting. Anyways, guys, back to the story right here. We can confirm that there is an ongoing communication with the government of Dominica that the French authorities have demanded that the government of Dominica make urgent preparation to receive the Haitians who are now in custodial quarantine in Guadeloupe. According to our source close to the French authority, many of the Haitians currently in custody are in possession of Dominican passports, and at the moment the French authorities are extremely agitated. So, guys, this is not the first time that this has been happening, and of course they have complained to Dominica about the very same situation, stating, hey guys, this needs to stop right there and there. And I guess it's still continuing, especially in the time that we're living in, where people have this whole this Rona situation going on. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on this whole situation involved in this thing? Do you think they should come back? Do you think they should stay? Is it a burden for Guadeloupe to handle, especially taking care of these individuals? But I've also heard that they have certain amount of monies for which they tend to pay to quarantine in Guadeloupe, and I guess they're planning to move into Guadeloupe or go beyond that. But it's interesting of the whole situation right there. What is causing them to leave Dominica in so much numbers, you know, and then going overseas and trying to find, I guess, better life for themselves? Maybe that's the case. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. And they spend the amount of money quarantining, $3,000 I believe it is. And of course these guys are trying to leave Dominica any way, shape or form. But the big question I must ask is, how is this continuously happening like this? I guess because the boats are getting a lot of money. But I figured the Haitians who were probably bamboozled in Haiti saying, oh, Dominica is Little Miami and this kind of things there, when they come down realize that is not the case. They spend how much money at the airport? I guess $400, 400 US per head or whatever at the airport. I'm not sure if that's continuing. And they came down into Dominica and they realized that's not the case and decided to leave. They pay a boat some sum of money and then they head to Guadeloupe. And then with the whole situation, they now have to pay some quarantine stuff. And okay, what are your thoughts, guys? What do you think that is happening constantly over and over and over again? Now the Haitians are probably thinking, hey, we have absolutely nothing to lose. Hey, we are in Dominica. Yes, we try to do something. Not much is happening. Guadeloupe has more promising stuff. Make the money in Dominica, take that money, go to Guadeloupe, quarantine or whatever, and maybe they will keep us so we can do certain things here and there in the place. So they're probably thinking, hey, we don't have anything, we don't have any properties. Most Haitians that come to Dominica don't have property or anything like that. So they're pretty much making the money in Dominica, taking that money for them to go overseas so they can find better for themselves. So they pretty much don't have anything to lose in this regard. They might go jail, some might go jail or whatever, but when they come out, they might finally get that freedom for them to do more. Do they send them back to Dominica? What is the real thing right there? What are your thoughts on this, guys? Leave that, of course, in the comment box. Not only that though, guys, but like I mentioned, that the Haitians have nothing to lose, considering that they don't have any properties or anything like that. But speaking about the very situation involving, what they tend to do is rent property properties, guys. Speaking about the matter in Picard, guys, considering one man's meat is another man's poison, apparently, as the Haitians are exiting Dominica, the landlords in Picard, I mean 70 Haitians left, my goodness gracious, the landlords in Picard or anywhere else that the Haitians are actually renting are now losing the pittance rent that they have had to resort to since the departure of Ross University right there. Thanks to the recklessness of the Roosevelt Skerritt administration, you know, blah, blah, blah. You can pretty much read this thing right there, guys, but I think it's vital for us to understand that that is the case right there. So they tried to actually utilize the Haitians to replace Ross University. You know, the Haitians are trying to go backdoor to somewhere else for them to get better for themselves. So instead of the Haitians actually making themselves be used by Dominicans or by the government to be used as some sort of money bag that could replace Ross University, they themselves are trying to find a way out of Dominica, which is interesting. But based on what you read here in the circle, apparently there's some huge funds coming from this whole situation involving human trafficking. This is probably why we are asking ourselves, how come they don't stop these people from leaving Dominica to go somewhere else? You know, you get my drift right there, guys. How come they don't stop the individuals from leaving Dominica just like that? I remember one time they were actually filming people leaving Dominica, Haitians leaving Dominica via a little boat to go to Guadeloupe and Martinique. I mean, people literally see these things, and you mean to tell me that the Coast Guard never saw? Have you ever heard, guys, really and truly, have you ever heard that Coast Guard in Dominica has stopped the Haitian boats from leaving to go to the French islands? Which means that there could have been some sort of money being made as a result of this situation right there. It's interesting. I think this is probably a good answer right there. Maybe they are actually benefiting from the Haitians leaving. They pay the boats and the individuals out there. And if they go and they get caught, then that is their business. But they at least pay us that money. We get that money for them to leave. That is why they're probably not stopping them in the first place. That's interesting, eh? It could be the case right there, guys. Guys, what are your thoughts, man? Leave that, of course, in the comment box below as well, guys. Anyways, with that said, guys, I guess that means the Picard or anywhere else that are benefiting from Haitian people who are deciding to leave, the Haitian people are deciding to leave, are now left with nothing, pretty much. But I don't think that they should be using or utilizing Haitian people to come. I mean, Haitians come in and visit, and yes, that's cool. But then for them to be utilizing the Haitian people, though, as some sort of money bag, and Haiti itself in a kind of a struggle, America keeping Haiti down. Oh, that's a whole lot of stories. So when they come, it's more struggle, they meeting on struggle again, and then utilizing the Haitians as some sort of money bag, when you actually had a money bag, aka Ross University, where people were literally coming in to benefit themselves in Dominica by learning the medical whatever, then go back to then make more money for themselves. I mean, it's an interesting kind of situation that Dominica is turning into. It's really interesting right there, guys. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Leave that, of course, in the comment box below. And of course, this is pretty much all about us for this year vlog. Big up all the massives out and large. If you have definitely reached the end, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And definitely for the newcomers, subscribe. And also all the people who are watching who have not subscribed yet, subscribe and click the bell so you can get all the videos as they come through when I drop them. It's your boy Mystelics once again, guys. Be real. Tell only wicked, dirty people them to stop all the dirty ways, man. Be real, be positive, and with the most highs help as always, guys. Definitely stay prayed up. Welcome to our Mystelics vlogs.
One day I will blow. Something we gon' show. Wow, this life is a constant uphill battle, but it's also filled with some beautiful moments.